All right, here we are. We're live. Hi, Michael.
That is.
Michael
I just got a
Booten.
message. Oh, I just got notification that Aired Out's on.
Yeah, we're on.
Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go watch that.
All right. ASP Financial Studios, Fly on the Wall Productions. It's where we are. Right in the nerve center of Barrie, Vermont. Right on North Main Street. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, TuneIn Radio, Podchaser, Deezer, Podcast Addict. What's the other one? Oh, GeoSavant. And Raylene's telling me that all of this is on Sirius Satellite Radio. So, pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. How come you're on Sirius and I'm not?
Well, I think you probably are.
Oh, really?
And you don't realize it. Do you think that's possible?
I mean, I'm such a hit that, of course it's going to be the case.
Bro, you are a hit. The Barrie B podcast is kicking ass.
Except for we weren't on Monday night.
Was that just because of Labor Day?
Labor Day. There was no city council.
Yeah.
Nothing that exciting.
Well, good morning, fella.
Good morning.
Glad to see you, man.
Glad to see you too.
Raylene's out. You're in.
Yep.
Left my cell phone here yesterday.
You
I
did.
Flew out of here going 100 miles an hour and realized when I got home that my cell phone was back here at my desk. So totally out of touch with everything.
Listen, when you have a prostate exam, that's what happens.
Thanks for...
How'd it go, by the way?
It went well. It went well.
well?
Yeah. Thank you for telling me or telling everyone about that. That's wonderful. Yeah. That's great. Oh, my God.
Good morning, Chris Massey and Glenn Brummert.
Brummert. Yeah, Raylene and I had this fight last time about how to say Glenn's last name.
Well, Glenn, if you could do phonetically,
he already has.
Oh,
he already has.
Oh,
He'll do it again. He'll do it again.
Well, I'm really sorry.
Do you know Glenn?
I do not. I probably do, but I don't.
Haven't met him yet.
If I do know you, Glenn, I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm glad you're here, Michael. Today is National School Pictures Day, which is the second Thursday in September. So tomorrow's going to be National Wiener Schnitzel Day. We're going to call Josh over at Gusto's and talk with him about that. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, he does.
Does he really?
Yeah, over at Gusto's. And it's from what I hear, I'm serious. Don't give me that look. From what I hear,
you that look because I don't believe it. You know what? When you call Josh, I'm going to ask him if he has schnitzel.
Absolutely dead serious. They have fantastic Wiener Schnitzel. And you're German. Aren't you German?
I'm not. I don't have a single German bone in me.
You're a German who loves Apple iPhones.
No, I do not like Apple iPhones.
And you drive an electric vehicle.
I am 100% Irish, Scottish, and French Canadian.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, you have a German Shepherd. That's what it is.
I have a German Shepherd. Yes, who's sometimes special.
We want to say, first off, good morning to you. And we're right now about 60 degrees this morning. I promise you that it is a beautiful sunny day up there. When I was riding in this morning, I had gorgeous sunshine. And then I got to the top of the Orange Heights and I just drove right into a cloud. And I've been in it since. And it's amazing. But the brilliant blue sunny sky, it was just incredible. I promise you, it's up there.
I believe it. It burns off. I get to see it from my house. I'm just a little bit above the flood plain basically.
Yeah.
And you can see that layer of clouds. It's actually really beautiful in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing.
Well, you used to go up to WORK, which is, I don't know what the heck it's called now because I don't listen to it.
Froggy. Up on Jake Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'd get to see that beautiful layer of cloud every morning too.
Yes. It's just I love this time of year when the fog is sitting down in the valley. It's beautiful.
It is nice.
So areas of dense fog this morning, and then it's the official word from Roger Hill is we're going to have a mix of sun and clouds. Right around 80 degrees. It's going to be beautiful. Great project weather. Tonight, let's see, clear skies 52, and then tomorrow sunny and 81 degrees. Yeah, you're going to shut your notifications off?
I am going to shut my notifications off. I do want to say thank you to Dwayne Tucker for saying All-American. And yes, I am an American, All-American. And no matter what the advertisement says on the newspaper.
Why is he saying this? And why?
Well, I don't know if that's the reason why he's saying that, but I've had a couple. There was a newspaper ad there was an ad in the newspaper indicating that I was was not necessarily a patriot, but I don't really care.
This is because of the giant flag.
Yes, that is correct. Which, as a side note, when you go down on Main Street this week, you will see a very large flag on Main Street.
Okay.
Thanks to the Veterans Council.
Yeah. So the Barry
VFW.
the Barry Area Veterans Council is amazing. Chuck Barney and Ron Tallman and all them, you know them well. And so basically,
not enough. Don't know them enough. They're great.
They're great people. Can we air that out? We already have a little bit, but can we just set the record straight? So basically, you caught some flack for voting down do I have this right? The flying of the American flag on September 11th.
You do not have that correct.
All right. What's the deal? Because I don't want to start making up rumors here.
Yeah, absolutely. So back in May, we had a request come before City Council to put up the flag on Memorial Day. Okay. I said, no, not just Memorial Day. We'll put it up July 4th, and we'll put it up Veterans Day in perpetuity. So that was settled. Then somebody came back. They wanted it up for the Heritage Festival. And see, people have been submitting the request.
Sure.
One person has been submitting the request under our flag policy,
all right,
which is specifically designed for special flags.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to put up a Black Lives Matter flag, a Gadsden flag,
mm-hmm.
a rainbow flag, whatever flag, it would go through that flag policy.
Yep.
Green Mountain Boys flag. Any type of flag that's not the American city and stuff. And I really don't want to talk about flags, but I love talking about it.
Yes.
Our flag.
Yes.
And so there was a request submitted to Teddy and I, to Councilor Wozniak and myself,
All right.
and it was through the flag policy, and I just wrote back, I will not be participating.
All right.
And I was, because of that, I was labeled a coward. So that's okay.
Do we want to? Do we even want to say who it was?
No, because I
you don't want to go there.
No, I don't.
You don't.
Everybody knows.
All right.
But the point is that so we didn't have a flag to put up on September 11th anyway. So Sam Stockwell and I, Councilor Stockwell, we got together with Chief Brent, Doug Brent, Chief Brent, and we hammered out a tribute for 9/11. So this Sunday, if you go down to the fire department, you'll be able to go and view the quilted flag, which was the flag.
The original flag.
Correct. Now, are you planning on getting on Mr. Ward, Jim Ward?
Jim Ward, I'm going to say right now, is one of the most amazing dudes I've ever met in my life.
Yes.
He was the brainchild of this. And I need to reach out to him. I need to contact him.
You do need to reach out to him.
Yeah, I will. Today. I'm writing it down right now.
You're writing it down?
The guy's unbelievable. Are
you going to be able to find that over there?
Of course I will. He was the one that had the idea of piecing this flag together and having different schools and different communities and civic organizations make sections of the flag that would all be sewn together. Right after 9/11 happened. And when I was working at Froggy, he came up and came on the air with me all the time, like once or twice a week, talking about how it was going along. And you talk about somebody that had a vision. He had a vision, and he absolutely would not let anything stand in the way.
And if people want to see that, they need to go down to the fire department on 9/11, which is this Sunday, and you will be able to go and look at both sides of the flag.
Yes.
And there will also be a handout down there, which Jet Service has paid for, which was I really appreciate. And if you have any,
What?
that's right. Well, I just remembered you have a sponsor that's competing, so I apologize. But Jet Service did provide the free pamphlets, and I appreciate them. Jeff Blow immediately, once I sent him the thing and asked him how much it was going to cost, he said, "Don't worry about it; it's taken care of."
Okay. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah. And he's L. Brown in printing and Jet Service.
Yeah.
Jet Service.
News this morning that the Queen is ill, and that her family has been ordered to be at her bedside. And there's news that is constantly coming down out of London. She's old. I'm not sure how old she is, but there's a lot of concern for her health, and she's under medical supervision. Buckingham Palace says the doctors are concerned. So there you have it. I mean, that's a big story, of course, this morning. So that's continuing to break, and if we get any more information, we'll be sure to let you know.
It's very sad. Hopefully she gets better. I was going to make a joke about the royalty, but since it's a serious issue.
96 is her age, which Glenn is telling us right
now.
Yeah,
96 years old.
I thought it was. I knew it was well into the 90s. I thought it was like 92, but
well, hopefully it's just a sickness that she can get over, because I think she's trying to outlast her son. She wants to pass that crown.
See, I say Buckingham Palace, and Sherilyn says Buckingham.
She's a foreigner.
She's a Brit.
So doesn't mean that she's right.
That's what she says. We're all wrong over here.
Bless her heart. At the end of the day, we won the war.
Yeah, I mean, Heather's saying she's correct. But she says petrol. We say gas.
She might be correct in saying the new English that they made up after we left.
Yeah,
because they all sounded completely different back then. But
we say aluminum. She says aluminium. I mean, what the hell is that?
Aluminium? It sounds like an element that I haven't, further up on the chart.
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's aluminium.
Aluminium.
So when you go down to Bulldogs, you say, "You guys got any aluminium? You guys got any aluminium?"
Sounds like a magical metal that you would get in Dungeons and Dragons.
What the
hell's that?
Nobody's going to know who you're talking about.
It's a little creepy.
There's somebody behind you. I don't know who
somebody
it is.
That's a little shorter.
Who is that strange man? He's hiding right behind you. Is the door locked? Look, he's looking. Oh wow. Oh,
strange
shit.
Little man.
Oh my God, the door's not locked. Damn it.
Rex?
Rex.
Hey.
Grab a spot over there, because you're right on my screen here, buddy. I was just going to talk about.
Did they overbook us?
No. I knew Rex was coming in.
I was driving by.
You were driving by?
Stop in anytime I want.
No, you're on my calendar right here. Look.
Oh,
Perfect.
Rex.
look at that. Well,
Do I have a camera?
so
Yeah, you got a camera. We'll put a camera on you.
Perfect.
do you?
How you doing, Rex?
Dude, I am doing great. I am so wound out. I haven't slept in like 2 days. Some people would blame it on the crystal meth. I just think I'm super excited over the show.
Crystal meth. Why are you doing crystal meth when cocaine is so much better and safer?
It's not though. Crystal meth is cheaper, lasts longer. I mean, cocaine's for rich people.
Exactly. And you got to make sure the rule is for that is it's got to be, you know,
I don't do cocaine. I
$100
just like the
bill,
smell of
right?
it.
Isn't a $100 bill is the rule?
Rex, we were just talking about the situation in England with the Queen, who has fallen ill,
Oh no.
and 96 years old, and things are pretty serious right now in England.
I don't think that's the real queen. I think she's a reptilian alien. Yeah, I don't believe
Hold on,
it's
I
real.
got to put the camera on Michael's face so he can see this.
Reptilian alien. That's a.
The reptilians, they run the country,
You know,
the world.
Are you talking about Zuckerberg? I don't know if she's related to him. Is
They
she?
They all are. The powerful reptilians.
Oh, mercy. This
but
is
anyway.
not going to end well.
Michael has hijacked the studio this morning and is trying to take the wheel from me, and we're just kind of getting started. We're just getting warmed up. We're talking about things going on right now. So that's probably the biggest story that's trending globally right now is that the Queen has fallen ill.
Horrible.
Look at that. Heather even agrees with me. She said she should pass it to her grandson. We all know it. That's because America loves Princess Diana.
Always
Just
will.
saying.
Always will.
I mean, how many royalty do you remember where you were when they died?
Right.
What were you doing when Princess Diana passed away?
I was in school.
No, you weren't.
I was in school.
No, you weren't. You don't even remember where you were when she died?
I was in school.
No, you weren't.
And I was also in school when the space shuttle blew up.
Yes, when Challenger blew up, yes. But you were not in school when Princess Diana died.
I think I was, bud.
Night school?
What is it at night?
It was at night.
Who the hell? I don't know. I don't know.
Who the hell follows politicians and kings and rulers anyway? Crazy people.
Boyfriend of slain New Hampshire boy's mother to enter manslaughter plea. The boyfriend of the slain 5-year-old New Hampshire boy's mother. This is one of the stories on CAX this morning that's trending. Plans to plead guilty to second-degree assault, falsifying physical evidence and witness tampering following the death of Elijah Lewis. Elijah's mother has pleaded not guilty to murder charges. This is crazy that this kind of shit is going on so close to us here. This is out of Concord, New Hampshire. This is just, I mean, it's so disturbing. That a story that is so old is resurfacing here. That it takes this long for something like this to. I don't know. I don't know.
What are you whining about? Crime?
This
Look
Elijah
at it, man.
Lewis's mother.
We have 330 million people in the United States. We're continually growing, and everybody's surprised about crime. Keep packing people together. Obviously, crime's going to go up. It's never going to go down as long as you keep adding to the population. It's nothing new. We just have more media. We have people talking about it. Man, murders have been going on since the beginning of time, right down to the guy that stoned his brother to death. Remember that in the Bible, Michael?
I do remember that. It was Cain and Abel.
There you go.
And yes. But do you know why he stoned his brother?
I bet you're going to tell me. He was an asshole. He got sick of him and out of jealousy. He beat him up out of jealousy.
Yes, that is correct. He But why was he jealous?
Because he got the love of his father and yada, yada, yada. Dad didn't love him. Dad didn't hug him. Shit like that happens to this day. Dad didn't love me. I got to kill someone.
No, that's not accurate. So now I'm going to give you a Bible lesson there.
Perfect.
So I know. Are you excited about that?
I am so excited. Autism awareness.
Who are you waving to?
Nothing.
Rex, we have a complaint coming in about the light reflecting off of your bald forehead,
That could be a problem.
or your whole head for that matter.
Do you want a hat?
Just so you know, just so that everyone's aware, the lights aren't even on over there.
It's true.
I don't even know where the camera is,
And
to be honest.
we don't want you to know where the camera
perfect.
is. We don't want you to know. Rex, are you going to get the and ask you as well, Michael, both of you. You guys going to get the flu shot?
Oh, yes. You know what? I've gotten the flu every single year. I used to get the flu every single year, and then once I started getting the flu shot, once I got older and decrepit like you, the flu shot was absolutely a game changer for me. So you
are.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Just because I'm around, I'm one of the instructors at Granite City MMA, so I'm around a lot of people all the time. So it's just better to be preventive.
Yep. It's coming to you next, my man. Right now, as a matter of fact. Michael Booten, for the record, are you going to get your flu shot?
I am not. I have never gotten a flu shot. The first time I got a vaccination, he's giving me the middle finger, if in case you guys don't know, was the first time I got a vaccination, other than, your standard distemper.
Okay. Are you afraid of the microchip that they're putting in you?
No, I'm not afraid of the microchips that are going to go in me.
The government vaccines.
So I have a really good immune system that I inherited from my mother.
Justina.
Yes,
Love your mom.
that is correct. She's wonderful. And in case people don't know, Rex is actually my cousin.
Yes, I am.
We're all cousins.
Especially in
Up in
Vermont.
We're all cousins.
So yeah, no, I've never gotten a flu vaccine. The first
You're
cold
young, my
vaccine
man. Wait
was-
till you get to be my age. You get sick of getting the flu.
you got what, 5 years on me?
I don't know. I turned 50, man, this month.
You got 8 years on
do?
me. You're not
The
that old.
30th.
Really?
Really.
Were you with
I look
Trisha?
good for 50, don't I, man?
Actually, you do. I'm not joking. You do.
Life's been rough, hasn't it?
It's drugs.
Wait. Were you with Trisha when I was chasing them through the forest with the pitchfork?
Nope.
Okay, different. Never mind.
It was a different Rex Thompson. There are several Rex Thompsons.
No,
out
I was
there.
I was probably already in the army by then.
Probably.
Chasing
Probably. It was
someone
probably
through the woods
Jeremy.
with a pitchfork. Is that
Yeah,
what
it
you're-
was a long time ago.
Yeah, is that like really what's inside you though? Are you an evil person that you would chase someone with a pitchfork, Michael?
It's because she was picking on him.
Yes.
He was pissed
Yes, I
off.
would.
He used to have an anger issue. We
So-
could get Michael to snap pretty quick.
So I want to ask you both. You're saying no to the flu shot. You say yes. What about the new Omicron booster?
Okay, so here's the deal with me. I'll tell you the exact deal with me. I went and I got the booster shots for the COVID. And so I'm coming to find
He
out
just said the COVID.
the COVID, whatever
Throwing
you.
a highlighter at you, asshole. Don't say the COVID. Just say COVID.
Did you see me dodge that like George Bush in a shoe?
Oh man, that was an old memory. Wow. That is amazing. That is a.
Miss me.
How about the virus of unknown specified origin?
Ooh.
These things are going to come up. We've had them come up through history and stuff like that. But weird story.
Yeah.
I got vaccinated. My wife got vaccinated. My son and daughter did not get vaccinated. Our whole house caught COVID. So got a little touch of the COVID. I thought I was going to freaking die.
You just said the COVID again. Go ahead.
Yep. And so I'm laying in bed with the COVID, and I can't move. I'm crying. I'm being a little bitch, telling my wife, and she's like, she's sitting in the living room. She gets 2 weeks off because she's got COVID, and she's sitting in the living room watching movies. I can't move. I'm dying. My son, same thing, sitting right there watching movies. My daughter, oh my God, me and her were the same. So I really feel like your genetics determine, or your genes, whatever, determine how sick you get from it. And so I probably will get that shot, because I can't imagine how I would have been if I hadn't got that shot.
Yeah.
It would have been that much worse. So it's just something in my genes, something in my daughter's genes that COVID really, really affects us.
Yeah.
Something in my wife. I doubt my wife will get a booster because it doesn't do shit to her. She's like fucking superhero when it comes to that, the COVID.
The COVID, yeah.
The COVID.
So you're going to get the booster. What
I
about
probably
you,
will.
Michael Booten?
I've had
You have the floor.
I have had the natural booster, which is COVID-19, and I survived.
Only
it.
lasts for about 90 days, my man.
Yeah. Well, the booster, you got to get the booster every 90 days too. So,
Not really.
No, I
Stop with the misinformation there, Michael.
Oh.
We
I
got
will
enough
not
of
be
that
getting
shit
the
floating
booster.
around.
I will not be getting the booster. And for my mom, she gets the booster, and that's fine by me.
Huh.
It's not because I don't want to waste my time.
You're afraid of the government microchip.
Yeah, I'm totally afraid of that. I'm waiting for Elon Musk to
tracking
come out
you.
with the microchip and that I can implant it in my brain. Which as
Elon's
a
way
side-
beyond that with his nanotechnology and AI.
Have you seen the
technology.
monkey? Have you seen the monkey?
I used to
with
have a
his
monkey.
mind moving the Atari keyboard thingy.
No.
Oh yeah, okay, folks, go out. Not now because you're watching Aired Out live from ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions.
Do you
But
get paid to say that shit? Hey, I'll say it too if you pay me.
okay, say it.
I don't remember what you just said.
I'm guessing that you two assholes did not catch the Biden administration briefing on Tuesday, the press briefing about the Omicron booster. I'm gathering that.
The
Yeah.
last thing that I do
This-
during the day is watch politicians.
This is
the
that's very
fascination
hurtful.
with
booster
politicians
has
is
been
horrible.
updated to target the BA4 and the BA5 strains of the Omicron variant, which were dominant this year, if you both have any recollection of that. But I'm just wondering if this is what it's going to be like every year. One arm for a COVID booster, the other for the flu shot.
Either one of you been in the military?
No.
You walk down in a line and
I
you
look
put
like
both of your arms down, and they shoot so many government goddamn vaccinations in each one of your arms.
Listen, people can get vaccinated. I'm not saying they shouldn't get vaccinated. I don't want to be coming across as a non-vaxxer.
It sounds like you're coming across that way, Michael.
Well, that's not the case.
I'm glad you said that.
I've had all my normal vaccines. I just don't get the flu shot, and I got the original COVID shot, and then I got COVID, and I just
Oh, okay. So you had the shot and you got COVID. So that's the perfect combination. Me too, man.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you've had them both.
No,
I feel that's a good immunity
Yeah.
right there.
I'm going to get Steve. We're going to try to get Steve Simpson over at Kinney Drugs. He's the head pharmacist to come back
Is he
on
related
the
to
air.
Homer?
Ooh, that's a good question. What about Marge?
To come on the air and talk about the flu vaccine and maybe a little
OJ?
bit of the Omicron too. I mean, every year the flu shot is what? What do they say? 50%?
You should just grab a
effective?
random person off the street and ask their expert opinion on the Omicron and shit like that.
Put them in a
Maybe like have a politician talk about it.
Listen, for the record, I wasn't going to talk about COVID-19. I had no interest in talking about that.
It seems these days politicians are experts in everything.
No, I'm not. I don't.
You know what? I totally forgot you were a politician, Michael. I wasn't talking about you at all. I'm just talking about politicians.
A
in
politician? Michael, I think you should come in here and flip a coin, if you're willing. Flip a coin on getting your Omicron booster.
No, I'm not going to.
Are you all monkeypoxed up?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to talk? Okay, this is where I'm an expert on monkeypox. Okay, I know.
I'm sure you
done my
have to be
studying
an
on that.
expert on monkeypox.
Hey, Rex, you want to know? You.
Wow.
That's not what I meant. Meaning, I've actually done studies on that, and the rule, not studies. I've looked at the glancery at the headlines. The fact is, you don't want monkeypox. Don't rub up on people. It's not a problem.
Well, that is my
You are
problem
more
because I
likely-
rub up on people almost
I
daily.
know. I was just going to say, you're more likely to get monkeypox than I am.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. On a Saturday night, what are you doing?
I'm staying at home playing Dungeons and Dragons or World of Warcraft.
Oh, Lord. Oh, boy.
Yeah, you have no chance of getting monkeypox.
Oh, boy.
That is correct.
Or a
Cloudy
with-
skies today.
Along
Highs
with
around
several other diseases
79.
out there.
Clear skies tonight in 52, and then sunshine tomorrow, 81. Can we shift gears here? Because Kia and Hyundai thefts have skyrocketed across the country. I'm sure you guys have been hearing about this, that people are able to get into these cars and basically plug in like a phone charger, a USB phone charger, and basically jump the car and drive away.
No, but people that didn't know do know. Thanks, JD.
No, it's all over. It's all over the news. Three
Spread that shit around.
300% uptick in thefts of Kia and Hyundai because of this. It was a TikTok thing. It was a TikTok trend where they showed you on TikTok how easy it is to steal these cars.
I
and now,
feel like that's an urban legend.
no,
Literally,
Michael, this is all over. This is all over.
Yeah, so wasn't eating Tide Pods.
No,
Hey,
no,
so,
this is all over the news, buddy. Dead
So,
serious. I'll drop a
talking
link
about
right here.
thefts, I got a call at 6:00 this morning from a friend of mine, and let's talk about something that's not a legend, but or a myth. We'll talk about something that's really happening here in Vermont, and this is like, I'm going to put this out to the people that are doing this because your names are out there. Most people know who you are, and you have stolen catalytic converters from some people that you probably shouldn't have stolen them from.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I got the call. They already have, like, they've been on camera, and they've been reported to the police, yada, yada, yada. And, of course, the big response is the same always. So now I'm not a vigilante, but people are taking it into their own hands at this point. People are sick and tired of this. So
I think that's great.
you know, at what point do you have to take it upon yourself? So a lot of us are OGs and have always taken care of shit on our own. And, you know, times are different. You get in trouble and stuff like that. But I'm telling you right now, you fucking pieces of shit that stole those catalytic converters last night in that Subaru up in Williamstown.
No,
You were
it's not
driving
just
that
last night,
Subaru.
Rex. It's
Oh, no,
like
but
every
it's the same
weekend.
group of people, and you know exactly who I'm talking about, and I hope you're watching this show. Somebody's going to kick your door in. They're going to beat the shit right out of you because consequences from the legal department does absolutely nothing. But we're not bound by the same standards as the police, and I'm not telling anybody to be a vigilante. Please don't take that the wrong way. This is just...
I'm confused.
enough is
Michael.
enough.
I'm confused, Michael.
All right, maybe I am telling people that...
Is he or isn't
You know
he?
what?
I'm saying he
Here's
is.
my problem with this issue. I don't disagree with Rex. And as a politician, I shouldn't say that comment. But you know what? It really frustrates me. So...
Well, the problem is because you have law enforcement. Nobody wants to talk to law enforcement, and I'll tell you why. You have law enforcement out here, not necessarily Barrie, but you have law enforcement pulling over normal people, giving them tickets. They're on their way to fucking work.
Here we
So
go.
then all of a sudden you're pissed off. You don't want to talk to these guys. Then the cops come to you and they're like, hey, I need a little information. This guy did that. I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me. You just gave me a $500 ticket on my way to work. Go fuck yourself. So
Here we go.
no, I this really bothers me is because they're no longer trying to be part of the community or listen to what the community's asking for. You know, we're not asking you to go patrol the guys going to work at 5:30 in the morning. That's not what anybody's asking you for. Sit outside of a drug dealer's house and affect his business. I don't give a shit. I can every day on 911 page or wherever, they will give you a list of drug houses, trap houses. Here you go. Go sit here. You know what? We sit here and watch it. We know where they are. Go and sit there. Do they? Absolutely not. We can't because then you're harassing them. Okay, but so you'd feel better going out and pulling over the normal Joe that's just trying to feed his goddamn kids. No, how does that help the community? I don't care. Let's vote on it. Let's have them sit outside a drug dealer's house so people can't go there. Best thing I ever saw was a sheriff sitting up at the Hilltop Inn. Sat right there. I bet business was really slow that day. Fuck with their business. Don't fuck with mine.
Rex tends to sugarcoat things an awful lot. That's
Yeah.
beats around the bush. You can't just get to it.
So Rex, you're definitely more libertarian than I am.
Dude, I'm all about
appreciate that.
anarchy because I'm telling you right now, things would change around
I
here.
appreciate libertarians. I really do. I'm
not 100% libertarian because I've been to Kentucky and I've seen the absolute 100% libertarian, and I'm not that far into libertarian, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't get on board with, saying absolutely no to stops.
No,
only because
I understand that.
Well, I mean,
But dude, they do things, it's called fishing, and only people in law enforcement know exactly what I'm talking about when I say fishing. And I've been pulled over before, and I told a cop right to his face. I was like, you're being a piece of shit. You're fishing. And then all of a sudden they turn red because I'm not supposed to know that kind of stuff. It's an inside thing. You know, you want to talk about good cops, bad cops. Oh, every department, there's bad apples. Okay, here you are. You're a 20-year cop, right? You're a good guy. How many other law enforcement guys have you ever turned in? Oh, none? In 20 years, you've never seen a bad cop? So if you're not turning bad cops in and you're part of the fucking problem. Is that fair?
So as a family member that loves family, so I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
I love to talk about these racy
say,
things.
I just want to say that Barrie City Police Department is amazing. They do a fantastic job. And
I'm not talking about any one department or anything like that. I have friends that are in the department. I think something has to change. Something absolutely has to change the way that we are policing. You can't, we have an opioid crisis. You can't just throw more cops at an opioid crisis and think that that's gonna fix the problem.
I completely agree. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the opioid issue.
Absolutely.
What are you doing to fix the people that are in office to do better laws? Because that's what it comes down to with the opioid issue.
No, I don't think we need laws. I think we need to address it as a health crisis, not a law-breaking crisis. That's the first problem.
Well, so
you guys got Chris Massey here eating popcorn. He's loving this.
I love Chris.
He's a great guy. Do you want to go four-wheeling later,
Right,
Chris? So, the thing that, and I understand the health crisis, and I'm not denying that, but a drug dealer is not a health crisis issue. Those people need to go to jail for a very, 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 very long time.
I disagree.
Okay, that's fine. You can disagree.
Our jails are full of drug-related crimes.
I'm not talking about the users.
And you can throw one drug dealer in jail and he'll just be replaced by another. He'll be replaced by two. It does not solve the problem. That doesn't do shit except for take our taxpayers' money, throw a bunch of people in jail for nonviolent crimes, and fills our jails up, our taxes, our court system with a bunch of bullshit. That's where I disagree. Either legalize it and make it a goddamn health crisis so people can get help. Take away from the drug dealers. Take away they need people to sell to. If they don't have people to sell to, they can't sell freaking drugs. The biggest drug dealer in the world is the U.S. government. I used to work in Central America. Don't tell me about what's right and wrong and who the drug dealers are. Our own government does it. We were shipping cocaine from freaking Central America to trade guns. And now you want to go, and we're the ones that brought crack cocaine into here so that they could control. Okay. I'm not going to get into big conspiracies, but we already know Iran-Contra affair. We know our government was dealing drugs. We know our government brought drugs in. Now they want to do it, but then they want to get pissed at us if we do it. So, hey, that's our ring girl.
I know it is.
That's your what, girl?
So I disagree. I think that it's absolute bullshit throwing these people all. I don't know, man. We're doing it wrong.
Are you all right, Michael? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
All right.
I have a disagreement, and that's okay.
Absolutely.
Because you know what?
Is it okay that we disagree on anything?
Yeah,
world?
it is okay. It is
100%. We can still be friends.
So,
we can still be neighbors, and we can still disagree.
There are things that we could come together on, right?
Absolutely. You should always find middle ground. You got to somehow find middle ground.
Absolutely.
We no longer have that middle ground anymore.
Can we both agree that you should not be ticketing people based on the value of their car?
What? I totally, you lost me.
I'm just saying, we can agree on things. That is one thing we could agree on, right?
Right. I think we should stop idolizing politicians too.
That the
I would
greater
agree with that too.
the greater the value of your car, the higher your ticket is.
For the record, the only reason why I'm in here is because I do Barry Beat.
Yes.
Not because I'm on city council.
You don't remember hearing about that, Rex? That there was some discussion and that fizzled out right off, didn't it?
What?
That there could possibly be a bill that would charge a traffic violation. Your fee would be higher based on the value of your car, and lower.
All that does is a us versus them.
Yeah, don't
Every
worry.
single bill, all
It's not
that
gonna
shit is
happen.
always us versus them.
I killed that
it's not
before it
gonna
even
happen.
became more than just an
Yeah.
email.
What about Michael? Is there anything being said in city council about some of the motorcycles and some of the cars that go by with the ridiculously loud exhaust systems?
Oh,
And
now you're going to talk about my
Here's the
motorcycle.
problem with
I'm
that.
not talking about
Here's the problem with it, and I understand people's concern about very loud vehicles.
Boomers.
And one, not everybody that has a loud vehicle puts a muffler on their thing to make it loud. Okay, one. Sometimes your vehicle is loud because you don't have a lot of money and you can't fix the muffler.
right,
One, two.
which you can get a ticket for.
Dude, I used to cut my exhaust off of my freaking old my old Camaros and shit just so they'd be super loud. Absolutely. And all the boomers used to complain. It was hilarious. Now I'm a boomer.
Go ahead,
Damn
Michael.
old buzzard.
So
ahead, Michael.
here's my thought process on that. I don't think you can necessarily regulate it, at least not very well.
Government shouldn't
But-
regulate shit. They can't regulate anything. It's always a problem.
So
Go ahead, Mike.
So my answer to that is just don't be a douche. That's all. You know,
Yeah.
if you have a loud vehicle, just think about that. You're driving through a nice little neighborhood with your very, very loud vehicle.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take a detour,
Yeah.
Don't drive down.
Sure.
Well, hillside, I mean, we wouldn't care too much, but hillside, right? Don't go out of your way to drive through there if you're.
But there's a lot
no
of,
way. We used to do the Barry 500, man. Rah, rah, rah. Just circling Barry, revving our engines and shit. That's what kids do.
I
We
know
were
that's
idiots.
what kids do. I get that. I
I'm
get
still
that
kind
part.
of an idiot.
I get that. I'm not.
Hey, you're not supposed to agree to that part.
Listen, I think that if we all came out and told the truth about the things that we did as children and teenagers, this would be a different show, and
I
you
could-
would have to rate it.
we can do a show on that. We can do a show.
No,
Listen,
no.
I'm not going to get arrested now. It's been too many years. We
Oh
can do
no,
a
some of
show.
the stuff I did,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no statute of limitations.
I'm with Rex. There are no statute of limitations. In some
What are
of
you
those
saying?
things.
You got a wild side to you, Michael?
So anyway, the
You've
point
had a
that I'm
wild
trying,
side to you in the past?
So the point that I'm trying to make is that when you have
an outlaw.
a loud muffler, maybe not have one.
Yeah,
That's okay.
could you imagine being back, 17, 18 years old, thinking that someday you're going to be the boomer shaking your cane at the loud cars going by? You little bastard. I see
That's
people
true.
post this all the time. They're like, oh my God, this kid went by and he was doing a wheelie right by me. And I was like, oh, I remember them days.
Yeah, and they probably
absolutely
do too.
remember
There's
them
this.
days.
They probably do too.
I mean, we get cars that pass here in front of the studio all the time with exhaust systems that are just unbelievable. And as a city councilor, that there's been a lot of complaints from businesses
know.
right here on North.
I
Main
actually
Street.
switched to manual shift in my wife's Mustang just so everybody can hear that Borla exhaust when I go through. Why would I spend that much money on an expensive Borla exhaust if I can't let everybody know I got it?
There's one motorcycle.
Not
there's
very nice.
listen. There's one motorcycle, and everybody that's watching and listening right now knows which bike I'm talking about. There's one bike. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. There's this one guy.
I sold it. I just sold it, but it's going to be back around.
There's this one guy. He's always got a backpack on, and he's got a bike that sounds like a goddamn rocket taking off.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
it's like,
but let me just say this.
It's so loud. It's so loud. The other day, I'm sitting here by myself. Listen, this show's called Aired Out. We're just going to go there. Okay?
I get that.
I'm sitting here. I got to have a ball movement. We all have ball movements, Rex. We all have, okay? So,
I hope you're regular these
most
days.
of us. I'm sitting here. This guy goes by. He's right here. Hits the thing. Soiled myself a little.
That's awesome.
I mean,
that is awesome. That
I
was
should
like
not
my
so-
dream when I went by people and tried to do that.
I want to.
I should not be soiling myself
I
while
need
I'm
to
sitting
point-
here because some guy's revving his motorcycle. Where's the police?
Let me just say.
You fucking boomer. Where's the police?
Hold up.
Stop wasting their time with stupid shit like that. Realize we were all dumbasses one day. Move on.
Heather's talking about the gunshot muffler.
Well,
Have you heard
right.
that guy?
Oh, that's great too.
Sounds just like
So
gunshots.
this is what I'm
That's
saying
awesome.
though. When we talk about the things that, here's a comment, right? Sharon White writes, "I have a loud car where I live, and it's so loud it wakes my 2-year-old every night. He sits there and revs it up, pisses me off. Live in a mobile home park."
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm trying to say.
This is when it's not funny now.
It's right, and I get it, right? We want the loud cars, we want the really loud music.
So you walk up, you grab the little fucker, you slap the shit out of him, and tell him to stop being a dumbass.
Or we, yes, or we also encourage people to make decisions to make our community a better place, right? That's
But
all.
what a waste of time. Call the police and my God, this kid is going by loud. Stop out and talk to them. They're usually little punks. Just explain what's going on.
This is true.
And do that first. If that doesn't work, then call the police.
But there are people that are afraid. Not everybody
If
looks
they're afraid,
like you.
call me.
Okay.
Come to Granite City MMA, learn how to fight. You won't be afraid no more. Pretty easy.
There
Michael,
we go.
Michael, please
Are
tell
you
me.
going to teach me how to fight?
I can teach anybody how to fight. I just barely gave a stripe to my guy Dante, who's severely affected by autism, and he is absolutely learning how to defend himself. I can teach anybody.
Michael, please.
Did you get a good look at me as you came in?
Yep. I was 259 pounds when I went back into jiu-jitsu.
259. I died.
Seriously,
for that.
seriously? I'm not joking here. I'm not joking. Is Michael too big to?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, I could show you how to use your weight pressure to really fuck people up
I can
without
think of
ever throwing a
couple-
punch. How's that?
I can think of a couple people I'd like to do that to. Maybe after the show.
People that are on city council or off city?
No. Don't say shit like that.
JD.
Don't say shit like that.
Joking.
No
I'm
way.
joking.
No, we don't joke about treason. Unless, of course, it's Donald Trump.
Because that's okay.
Michael, Saturday night, please tell me that you're going to be at the Barrie Auditorium for the Battle in Barrie 8. Please, Michael, just please.
I probably won't.
Rex.
But this is a great
stop.
opportunity
You
for
stop.
people.
Stop. Rex, will you comp him a ticket if he comes?
I got him in the truck right now.
Michael?
No excuse now.
Michael,
How
you're on
can you
camera.
wait a minute.
Michael,
this
you're
is
on camera
this
right
is
now.
what bothers me. You're a city council in the city of Barrie. We have the first world title fight happening at the Barrie City Civic Center.
I
Why
completely
would you
think
not
it's amazing.
Air
support?
conditioning, by the
Why
way.
I think
would
I
you
support
not
air
support?
conditioning. I support the
Turn
air conditioning.
up there.
I was not the one that had a pissy problem about it. That wasn't me.
I did
was
have a
very
problem with
support-
that. That's why
No.
we don't have that's why you can't have shows in the summer.
I know. I said
you-
I wasn't.
Goddamn air
I wasn't the
conditioning up
one
there.
that was
I
complaining
get it.
about it.
I get it. I don't get support from the city of Barrie. I
No.
don't get support from the Times Argus. I get it, guys. You guys
I was-
complain that nothing happens in the city of Barrie, but then when something happens, you don't fucking support it. I get it. I'll do it on my own. I don't need you. The people in Barrie love that
We're
show.
just having fun,
I gotta
Mike,
check
so.
my Traeger.
We're just. I gotta check my
I gotta check my
Traeger.
Traeger.
He's smoking a brisket right now. He's been
I am.
smoking it for a week.
Nice. I try to stay away from that. I smoke weed. I don't
He
smoke
smokes
briskets.
Traegers, and he's got the app going right now. He won this grill at Nelson's. Did you know
Yes.
that? Look,
I-
Yeah, I'm old school, man.
we're at 228 degrees.
228 degrees and 191. I actually turned it down while I was here so that it wouldn't cook too much at 205.
So Rex and I'll be over for dinner tonight.
Do you want me to bring some down?
I want you to go.
I love smoking, but I do it old school in a kettle with a kettle smoker and all day long drinking. That's the only way to smoke it.
Michael.
So
Sometimes
let me-
it comes out good.
So let me just say, I am actually very excited about you guys being up there. And quite frankly, and you may not believe it, I would actually like to have you guys up there every single night. And the reason why is because you bring people into Barrie City.
If you
But-
guys put a little bit of money into that place, I would do more than just promote fights. I would bring big name shows up there. You need to update your lighting system, your heating and cooling system, and your sound system. If
Yep.
you did that, I would bring concerts up. I would plan stuff for every single weekend. That's a beautiful venue that you guys
Bathrooms.
have neglected for years. You have a bunch of money. Don't start spending that money on stuff to build new stuff. You need to fix what you already have.
I think
Please fix that place
Michael
up so we
agrees
can
with you.
use it.
Michael agrees with you.
Yes.
And I was very supportive of Cody and
Right.
when he did the
Big advocate for that.
right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where's the mayor want to put where's how important
Who is the
Bar-
mayor now?
Jake Hemrick.
Never heard of her.
Who-
No.
Jake
don't.
Hemrick.
Oh!
Jake
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you said Jane.
No.
Where does the priority of the Barrie Auditorium stand for Jake, for our mayor? Is it like a 10? Is it a 2?
I don't know.
Oh, don't make him speak for somebody else.
I'm
That's
not.
how shit gets out there. Yeah,
Well,
you are.
there's-
You're trying. You're trying to stir the pot. You're gonna have to lick the spoon, my man.
No, I'm just asking a question. It's like, is he
I can
receptive?
stir the pot quite enough during
No,
city
I'm just
council.
saying,
I don't
is-
need
is
JD's
he-
help, right?
Is he receptive of this? Is
Oh,
he
I'm
passionate
sure he-
about putting ARPA funds up into the Barrie Auditorium?
Not ARPA funds, I don't think.
All right, then what funds? Where?
Although
Do we have
ARPA
the funds?
I would much rather put ARPA funds up there than blow it on housing.
What? What?
Huh?
Why would you? Okay. Here's the deal.
Uh-oh.
Here's the deal.
Chairs are
I'm
gonna
a
fly.
contractor. All right. You want me to tell you how to use that funds right there and create housing? I'll tell you exactly how to do it. Don't let the fucking government get involved. First of all, do guaranteed loans for builders to build low-income housing inside of the city of Barrie. You want to see developers show up and start putting housing up left and right? All you have to do is do a guaranteed loan. Every single bank will back them as long as they are guaranteed. And then guess what? Your money's still there.
Rex,
It's not spent.
As a developer, how much leg room would you get with $1 million?
Oh my God, I'm building an 8-unit in Graniteville with $1.5 million. How's that? There's 8 families, 3-bedroom homes right there. That's just one unit. And you don't even have to spend the money. You just do a guaranteed loan. If I walk into Community National Bank and say, hey, I need $1 million, and they say, well, how much do you make a year? Well, I make about $100,000 a year. They're going to laugh at me. So I walk in there and I say, hey, I have a guaranteed. These guys are going to put up $500,000 on this loan. Guarantee it. If it fails, they'll pay you $500,000.
We can't do that. You're talking about a revolving loan fund. ARPA
Nope,
funds
I'm not. I'm talking about a guaranteed loan program, and you absolutely can do that.
with ARPA.
Absolutely. Because matter of fact, I'll go to the state lady because I'm remodeling her house. We were just talking about this yesterday. There are ways for you guys as a government entity to use this money. You don't have to spend it. There's ways to do it. I'm absolutely positive there is ways that you could do guaranteed, especially for low-income housing.
You bored, JD?
Oh, no. No, this is amazing.
I mean, let private contractors, let private developers do that. If you get the government involved, there's too many people with too many wild ideas that have never made money in their life before, don't know how to make money in their life, and then they just know how to spend money because it's a revolving taxpayers' money.
So just for clarity,
yep.
I am not part of that housing thing that they've got going on. That would be Tom Lozon, Sam Stockwell, and
See,
Jake
Tom
Hemrick.
knows what he's doing. Tom's been in real estate development for a long time, man.
I would agree, and hence the reason why I'm not involved, because I don't know anything about housing.
Yep.
I'm
Cut
not
the red
overly.
tape.
I'm a little uninterested in. Does that taste good?
No, keep going.
He's trying.
Are we losing viewership? Is that what's happening? Tom is, like you said, he's a developer. So, if he comes back with a grand idea for that $1 million, fine. But other than that, I would much rather just see that money go into something in our city that we could update or fix.
Yep.
There you go. Well said.
Yeah. Well, that's not what's happening though.
But
And we're going to blow about $500,000. We're putting $5,000 into a consultant. Flip
Into
the screen for me over to Rex now.
Okay.
Flip it over to Rex. Mm-hmm. Yes, Rex. We are going to pay around probably $5,000 to have a consultant come in and tell us how to spend ARPA money. Tell me how that makes you feel today.
Tell us, Rex.
I actually, believe it or not, I'm on board for that. Because,
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you guys are not experts and you have no clue what you're doing. So bringing an expert is a big step. It's like asking for help.
Oh, so let me clarify that.
Yep.
It's how to spend money that the citizens want to spend money on items. So we're
there's more than that. That's a simple twist that you're putting on it. I actually, anytime that you have experts come in to come up with an actual plan, I spend money all the time. I spend upwards of $10,000 to have someone draw plans for me. I just spent money on having somebody help me with a business plan. There's things I don't spend money on somebody to. Well, I do. I spend money on people that teach me self-defense. I spend money all the time if I have it, so that I because when you don't do that and you don't ask for help, then you spend it. You spend more than you actually need to spend because you don't know what you're doing.
So what the consultant's going to do is going to do something similar to what they did for the rural development, where they had all in for Barrie. And they're going to take $500,000 and divvy it out to that process. Not that process, but the goal is to have the consultant determine what areas that the citizens want to see done.
That's great. I just don't know. $5,000 is a drop in the bucket, so that you're not wasting where the money's going.
Much rather do what we did for the separate bond funds that happened almost 10 years ago. And I was talking to Gwen Zakoff. Oh man, I probably just messed up her name. Now I feel terrible.
All right.
But Gwen, she's from Vermont.
Monotone
Huh?
is bidding me to sleep. Talk up. Come on, you got to have a little energy.
yeah.
Come on,
sorry.
some energy, Michael.
I was talking to Gwen, and she's down at Vermont League of City and Towns.
Yes.
And when I told her that we were gonna do a consultant, she was like, "You should talk to one of our people." But it's too late. We've already voted on it, so it's gonna happen. It doesn't really matter. I disagree. I don't like consultants, but that's okay. We'll spend them $5,000. Get the same answer we would get if we just put it on
you
Facebook
think,
and-
I know you think $5,000 is a lot of money. To me, $5,000, and it's all perspective. $5,000 is not a lot of money to make sure that make sure it's being done right.
You know what? I'll say this. Would you rather me spend $5,000 in fixing up the bathrooms up at the BUR or on a consultant?
$5,000 will not fix the bathrooms
Well,
up
I know
there
that.
because I'm telling you right now, I remodel them on a daily, and you're looking at a lot more money than $5,000.
Yeah.
And you're going to spend, and number one, you're going to spend about $6,000 for a designer and a plumber and everything to come up with your plans, permits, and everything else to have it done right.
What are those pee trenches things called there? The
Troughs.
Urinal troughs.
Yep.
They're splashback machines.
How long?
I'm just happy that they put those breath mints in there.
Don't
Rex,
listen.
You didn't get the memo that those are laxatives? Those aren't breath mints. They're
I
laxatives.
always upset my stomach a little bit, but
Yeah,
they
they're
make my breath
laxatives,
so
you
fresh and
asshole.
sweet.
Pay attention.
Don't tell me you guys haven't had splashback on those damn things.
How long have those things been
Have you
there?
had splashback?
No, usually I just lay it in the trough. Let it run down. I mean, I guess
How long? have
other
they
people
been-
have that problem.
How long have those been there, Michael? 60s?
I don't know.
50s?
I don't know.
Alls I do know is we have a show, and the bathroom, there's always a sign that says that this bathroom does not work, and then after the show, it is full of shit and puke, and it's never been fixed. So those poor guys have to clean that up every freaking Monday after our show.
We have, as Raylene has posted this morning, we have a lot of stuff going on this weekend. A lot of great stuff. We have the Gustos Open on Sunday, the annual charity tournament to benefit Chelsea Fournier.
Oh, yeah, Gusto's is going to be at our show. There are caterers. Dude, the Donny Tots. Have you seen the menu on the Donny Tots?
God. Oh, my God.
Dude, these things are tater tots, gravy, bacon, and cheese.
We have the Central Vermont Chamber's 39th Calcutta on Saturday night.
Nice. They need to raise some money to put a roof on.
That's what they're trying to do, Rex.
Nice.
That's exactly what they're trying to do.
Cool.
At the American Legion in Waterbury, the grand prize is $5,000, but there's a ton of cash involved with that. It's going to be a great time. Native Tongue is playing. They're going to serve up a great meal.
Nice.
It's going to be a great night. And we have the battle in Barrie 8 at the Barrie.
I can't believe
Auditorium.
how much people are excited about to have a world title fight. Not only that we have this world title fight, these guys are flying in from out of state. They're the best of the best in the United States right now. We have the number one. We have Glover Teixeira's, the UFC heavyweight champion, former heavyweight champion. His number one amateur guy is fighting one of the guys right out of Granite City MMA for the 170-pound championship title for MMA.
Michael, please, you need to come up and
There's no
see the
excuse
crowd
not to
up
be there,
there.
Michael.
It's a great crowd.
Listen,
It's okay. What's that other guy? The other
Yes.
guy, the uber liberal guy. He is at every single one of my shows. Just
Uber
by the way,
liberal.
on the board. I can't
Teddy?
ever remember his name.
Teddy Wozniak?
What's that?
Teddy Wozniak?
I believe that's who it is. He comes to every one of my shows.
So it's not.
What is it? What is it, Michael?
Just for clarity, there's some people appreciate that and some people don't.
This is not about fighting. This is not about any of that. This is about a live show, the energy. Once you come to a show, and I'm willing to give you 2 free tickets right now, Michael. Right now. There's no excuse. If you're not doing anything on Saturday, just come and check it out. If you're grossed out and it's not for you, you can leave. You can absolutely leave. Nobody blocks the doorways.
I'll be there.
It's not going to cost you a penny to come in and watch. But once you see one of our live shows, you'll
love
go
it.
to every single one of
Michael,
them.
you'll love it. I'll sit right next to you.
What time is it?
The fight starts at 7:00,
Yep. Doors open at 6.
and I'll sit right next to you. Raylene will sit on the other side of you. It is so much fun, Michael. You know what? You're going to find your inner
Matter of fact,
savage.
every single person on your board, I'll give them 2 free tickets to come so that they can come and see what we're doing at the Barrie Auditorium, and they'll start supporting us more.
Michael, these are $45 tickets, bud.
50.
Seriously.
That's
More-
how serious. That's how I am.
More
about our
city
shows.
government needs to see how many people are up at the Barrie Auditorium. It's huge.
Matter of fact, Sammy Mongoya is bringing a plane full of people with him. That's how popular Sammy the Bull is in Muay Thai kickboxing.
Airplane, Michael.
They're flying him to little old Barrie, Vermont to fight for a world title.
Do you know
on
what
a plane?
All these fighters bring family and friends with them. Do you know what that does for our local economy right here? Hotels are booked.
They're booked out. Every single hotel is booked. Gusto's after party will be packed. It will be over limit down there. It's going to be beautiful.
And you know who pays for a lot of the hotel stays? This guy
I spend
right
about
here.
$10,000 in hotels. That's what we really need. Another hotel.
Michael's texting the entire.
No, I'm writing down 7 o'clock. It's not.
Do you hear that?
I don't think
he drops $10,000 on hotels alone. And these are
and
people that are
listen,
hitting
again,
restaurants.
I appreciate this, and you don't understand like what just because
Ben is saying, "Please go, do it." I mean,
I-
Michael.
see
Ben Brown is a very religious person, and I understand the
It has
religious
nothing to
thinking
do
of
with
violence. I
so
get all that.
just for clarity, I don't hunt. I don't like hunting.
Me
And
neither.
This isn't hunting.
Right, no, I know it's not, but you know, there's if they had like I shouldn't say, that's probably not a good example. I don't know what to tell you. I'll go.
So listen to this.
he's going!
Perfect. So listen to this. It's your perspective on how you look at this. A lot of people look at this as a dog fight, a cockfight, as a
No,
this is
it's a
not.
sport.
But it's more than that. This is two guys. These are people that have trained so hard for their life. This has nothing about being angry at somebody. It's not about any of that. It is
And I
about
don't-
testing
For the
your
record,
skills to
I
see.
don't think that's the case. I don't think it's about anger. I think it's
These
it's
are so
no
far
different.
beyond the battle, the old redneck ruckuses. These are professional fighters.
But I never thought that was the case. I look at this as like baseball, you know, all tennis, it's all grouped together. It's a sport, and it
you know
takes
how many fighters
talent.
play Dungeons and Dragons?
Hold on. Let him finish. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a sport, and it's I don't watch any sports, so it's not like I'm discriminatory. I don't even. The only one that I'll watch like with some sort of interest is sumo wrestling. Because there's just something funny about that I enjoy as a big man. Rex is just shaking his head. Do you have sumo wrestlers up there?
Yes. Sumo's
well-
an actual martial art.
I know it is. It's not like just fat people pushing them around. Like there's certain
Yes, it
stances
is.
where you have to like grab a hold of the diaper and stuff and push people off the, get them off the
Yep.
circle. I mean, I get it.
It's a grappling based art.
Right. I'm not saying that there's nothing about, it's rednecks fighting. That doesn't even, no, it's
So
a
the other
sport
cool
that
thing,
I just don't
Michael,
like,
first of
'cause I
all,
don't
I'm
like
just
blood.
harassing the fuck out of you.
I
really am.
He's just harassing.
I just want you guys to come up and at least see one show, and I want you to see the excitement and see what we bring to the
And
city of
I'll go
Barrie.
up.
Whatever you do, be there for the main card. Mongonia and Schubert.
Oh yeah, plus local fighter Bruce Richards is fighting Keegan Hornstra in a same thing, a professional Muay Thai small glove fight, Muay Thai kickboxing.
Chris Perot and Kenyon Moore.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And Michael, you should seriously go up to meet Lucas and see what they do up at Granite City MMA.
You're
Right.
more than welcome. My beginners classes are
Oh, my
Mondays
God.
and Wednesdays, 5 o'clock. Mondays, we focus on the grappling part of self-defense. Wednesdays, we focus on the striking part of self-defense. Because you need to learn every part of fighting. You can't just be an expert in one part of it. You need to be, because as we know, 85% of fights end up on the ground. 100% of them start standing up. Nobody starts a fight sitting on their ass. So we learn every aspect of fighting. Which
It's
you
amazing
should.
stuff. It really is. Really is. So he'll be there.
I can't fall because when I fall, it's.
I teach
very-
you how to fall so you don't get hurt. That's the very first. That's a real concern. That is the first thing that you learn, because somebody can come up, they can push you, you can trip over, and if you hit your head and you knock yourself out, you're out of the fight. Once you're unconscious and out of the fight, anything can happen to you.
Megan Rebecca just wrote, "Glad you explained this. I never knew."
What's up?
So, well, everything we're talking
Nice.
about.
Perfect.
See?
When is City Council coming back? Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Next Tuesday.
Yep.
Do we know what's going to be discussed? Where do we stand with all of that? And you know that I don't dive deep into city politics and all that shit. But
I do, just to keep the politicians on their toes and harass them.
his Barry
They
Beat,
get paid to take harassment from me.
his Barry Beat podcast, the Barry Beat is taken off. It's kicking ass. You've had, I can't even think how many guests you've had on. I can't even imagine. Tons. You did an outstanding job leading up to the primaries. How many guests you are booking on, and just the content, everything that you're doing with the Barry Beat is amazing. Monday nights, 8 o'clock, live, right here.
Correct.
And occasionally, you'll jump on midweek. Occasionally.
When we have special guests,
Yeah.
if the schedule doesn't work for them on Monday nights, we'll do it on a different night.
So get your
Not
ass
Tuesdays.
over to Facebook and type in Barry Beat and give them a follow, give them a like, drop a comment.
Facebook.com/Barry Beat Podcast
Yes. That's it right there.
Hey, so
or Barry City Community.
What
fan
are
page.
we what is
Or
going to be
which is-
discussed this Tuesday night? This coming.
I
Do you
knew
know
were
off
gonna
the top?
ask. 1 minute.
No, it's
I can-
okay. If
can see if it's come in yet.
I mean, I know there's a lot of discussion about the town garage or the city garage and whatever you guys call it. Probably not garage, but Lozon was in here talking about it a little bit last Wednesday.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, $30 million for a garage. It's a lot of
how do
money.
I get that contract?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
What's the size of it? How many thousand square feet?
I don't know that offhand, but I know that it's.
What's the per square foot price? That's what you need. You need a
All of that-
contractor on your board.
All of that was communicated
correct during
from
the council.
Mr. Ahern, right?
Well, even Tom brought that up. He was also kind of concerned about that cost as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 30 million. Let's just say it's a 40,000 square foot building. Is it a 10,000 square foot building?
I want to say it was like $400 per square feet.
Jesus Christ! What? That is stupid.
I might be wrong. It might
No,
be
that sounds about
300.
right at $30 million. But that's a crazy per square foot price. That's
right.
crazy.
There was significant site work that needed to be done, and
You mean you got to bring an excavator in and move some dirt? You have
listen,
guys. Matter of fact, you have Donnell Dexter down there. Donnell Dexter could do all of your work right down.
he
through
knows
there.
this.
I'm
knows
not
this.
I'm not really sold on a $30 million complex. I was thinking it was going to be somewhere around 10.
That
30
sounds
million.
more about right.
30 million is a little high for my taste.
Not for me. If I'm the contractor, that'd be sweet. I'm making some money
Well-
there at $400 a square foot. I'm making a lot of money there for $400 a square foot.
I don't know if it's $400 per square foot, but I think so just for clarity, I have a terrible memory. And if somebody was watching the council meeting from 2 weeks ago, Tom did bring up what the square foot the cost would be, and I think it was either 300 or 400.
It's still pretty high for
Yeah.
such a big project.
It was high. Tom mentioned it was high.
Yeah, if
So-
Tom says it's high, I'm telling you right now, that man knows when it comes to real estate.
Oh
and shit.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Hey, so I want to say one more thing. So politics is huge. Politics is on everybody's mind out here, especially on the world stage and everything. And people need to be reminded. I know I come on here and I talk shit about politicians and I get people riled up and stuff like that. But in reality, if you're that riled up over a politician, you know, you're looking at him as a celebrity, if it's winding you up that much, shut your fucking TV off. Shut your Facebook off.
Yeah.
Go out and talk to your neighbors. Even though your neighbor may identify as a Democrat or a liberal or a Republican, conservative, whatever it is, you go out and you talk to your neighbor, you will find out you guys aren't really that far apart. Stop listening to what the news is telling you.
Yeah.
Stop listening to what those people, these talking heads, all they're doing is it's political propaganda. They want to get you worked up, but don't let it affect the way you treat your neighbor. You know, just don't. And I'm a huge troll online. I love to get people going and stuff like that. But please understand, I'm doing it just to get a reaction. I'm not. It's. Don't take politics that serious. They don't take us that serious. At the end of the day, these idiots, when they're done harassing us and getting us to divide amongst each other, they're going home and they're celebrating their holidays together. And it doesn't matter. We don't matter to them.
And don't forget, and it's not just Rex. It's the podcast itself, right there. Sometimes we dive deep, ask tough questions about subjects that some find uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and we do this to provoke thought, reflection, and dialogue.
Yeah, but you see too many people getting worked up their whole life right now, especially with the midterm elections and going. They really believe that this propaganda that's going out there is going to change their life today.
Sure.
You know, and it's not. Getting more involved in your local politics, that's where it really starts.
I
is
say
your
that.
local
I say
politics.
this.
I just want to follow up on that comment, because as someone that absolutely was attacked in the last 2 years online and referred to as all manner of terribleness, including by people that, whatever, I won't go down that road. I will say that it is nasty as some people think it is.
Yes.
Yep.
And even
We got to stop that, man. They're dividing us, and that's what's keeping these people in power is that division.
And you know what you need to do? You need to, first of all, you need to lighten up. Secondly, you need to go out tonight to Courier Park for the Thursday Concerts in the Park.
Perfect.
That start at 5:30, sponsored by Salvador and Babic. And go enjoy. Bring a chair, bring a blanket. Enjoy some live music and enjoy, grab some dinner from the food trucks. Every Thursday night, Tracy Lewis, the Berry
That's
Partnership, they put this on. Go out and just chill the hell out.
Yep.
Just enjoy the music. Moe's Backyard Barbecue is going to be there.
If you really, like I said,
you
man,
know.
if you really want to get involved in shit, get involved in your local politics. What makes a real difference? But what you say online about Joe Biden or Donald Trump makes no difference in the world whatsoever. You going to your city council meeting, you going to your state legislator, you can make real change in your local communities. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be making the change. Fuck them guys on the national stage. Screw them all, man. They're not here to help us. Your local community leaders are the ones that are really helping you, your neighbors.
And also, don't forget, Michael, I'm not suggesting that you have, but Friday, Thunder Road, this is it.
Oh, also the weigh-ins at 5 o'clock is open to the public.
We're talking about Thunder Road.
Same time.
Yeah. This is... Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, this is going to be the end of... this is the end. This is it.
This is the end.
The WDEV
The
Hawkins
end,
portable
the
toilets
end.
night. and they're all going to be run up there. Tigers, late models, all of them. So, King of the Road Championship coming down to a 12-point split between the top three. It's going to be amazing. So, do you ever get up there, Michael? Thunder Road? I'm sorry, I just had to ask.
So there's just I support, people should go to Thunder Road, enjoy, the racing.
What are these guys doing up there, driving their cars around and around and around and around for nothing?
I mean,
Hey, JD, as fast as I came in here and took over this show,
Yeah.
I'm leaving just as fast. I have so much work. I've got to get the cage up to the Barrie Auditorium.
Yes.
Now you guys can talk shit now that I'm not here.
DonnieBrookFightPromotions.com to get tickets.
Thank you for having me.
Is it too late to get tickets on the website?
Absolutely not.
All right. General admission tickets, VIP tables. Get up there and see this. It's going to be incredible.
Come to the back door, 5:30, and we'll let you in through the VIP.
okay.
You can bring a guest.
Okay.
2 tickets.
Bring me.
Okay.
Bring me. Rex isn't going to let me
All
get
right, I
in.
gotta go.
Can I be your guest, Michael?
No. Maybe I'll bring my mom.
I think your mom would love that.
I don't know.
I got a $100 bill that your mom is going to stand up and scream, "Punch him in the face!"
You don't know my mom.
I bet you she will. It is. It is going to be a busy weekend. No doubt about it. What about Meat Bingo at the American Legion?
Sounds like my kind of thing to do. What's this?
Friday night the 16th, the American Legion, Post 10 right here in Barrie, has Meat Bingo at 6:30. You go in, you play bingo. If you get a bingo card, you don't yell bingo, you yell meat. And if you yell meat, they give you several meat
Very
prizes.
tempting.
Like from Mackenzie's, it could be a turkey, it could be a box of hamburgers, hot dogs, it could be anything. It could be a slab of roast beef, it could be anything. But you leave with meat.
Brisket.
It could be brisket, of course.
Could be brisket.
Of course. How is the Traeger grill? So seriously, you got the app on your phone.
I do.
You won the Traeger grill at Nelson's. You've been using it.
I have.
And how is everything coming out so far?
So, sometimes my grill is not close enough to my Wi-Fi. And like right now,
Yeah.
it's not registering.
Uh-oh.
So that means I gotta,
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with
All
my
right.
grill right now.
But you've had some great meals on it. You've cooked some great stuff.
I made some smoked mac and cheese, and well, again, thanks to Nelson True Value, amazing. And wait, right there, right there, Nelson True Value.
Yep.
Go over there. That's where I get my pellets too. I had to get an extra bag of pellets, but I had some smoked mac and cheese, and I made that, and I thought to myself, this is going to be bad. And I brought it up to my sister's house for Labor Day, and it was gone.
Really?
And it was it was like 2 pounds of macaroni and, a pound and a half of different, Monterey cheddar. And they were like the best mac and cheese ever. And I was like, oh, great. Well,
That's
I'll have to do that.
fantastic. Have you heard of this? And they've got all kinds of dry rubs over there and just everything.
They do.
Just
They have a very large selection over there, and that's where I would go to get my dry rubs.
Yeah. Have you heard of a dry rub called Good Shit? I don't think they sell it over there.
I don't think that they sell that over there.
It is,
But I'm sure Bob could get it for you.
of course he could. Bob can get anything.
He can get anything. He can.
Yeah, it's marvelous.
He's got piggies over there. Vasco, when he goes over there, he always expects a piggy.
When was the last time, Michael, that you have been to a movie? Because FGB Theaters is one of our sponsors, and we love to talk about what's playing. at the theaters, which start on Wednesday and run right through Sunday. Mm-hmm. When's the last time you've been to a movie? Has it been a while?
It's been a while.
Michael,
Well,
you get Capit butter on your popcorn.
know.
You get to recline in air conditioning.
listen, the only reason why I go to the movie theaters is for that. I mean, the popcorn, the experience.
What about
It's
the
been probably about a year. I would say it's been about a year.
Dolby Digital Surround Sound?
And you get to go with a friend.
And if you go to the Capitol Theater, you can have a glass of wine or a cold beer.
Can we just be honest? The reason why I haven't been to the movie theaters is because Hollywood has been producing crap.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to lay it out there. Even Disney is like, producing crap. Sorry, I can't help it.
Gigi and Nate are playing at the Capitol Theater. Top Gun is also playing. Spider-Man, Elvis,
I feel
DC, The League of Super Pets, Where the Crawdads Sing.
DC?
Yep.
Oh,
And then we have at the Paramount right here in Barrie, Spider-Man and Nope, which is that horror film. Minions, The Rise of Gru. Have you seen that? It's fantastic. You should. And The
hasn't that
Invitation.
been out for like years?
No.
And Spider-Man, is that No Way or Home?
Yeah.
But that's been out.
Well, it's been out for a while, yeah. But there's plenty
Right.
of people that haven't seen it in the theater yet.
Again, the theater experience is definitely worth it.
Go see The Invitation, this horror flick. You should.
I don't like
We're
scary
always
movies.
talking about showtimes. We always post them up on the Aired Out page. Make this your week to catch a movie. Do you know if we have any update on, Raylene has been following the story on the Bolton poop people. Do you know about this? People that are dumping human poop
I don't know anything about.
near the hiking trails and stuff.
Well, okay, are you talking about the Appalachian Trail?
I thought it was.
So you're not supposed to defecate on the Appalachian
No,
Trail?
I think this was Bolton. This is in the town of Bolton, so that's not Appalachian. That would be Long Trail, but I think it's on near one of the hiking trails.
Don't poop on the hiking trails. PSA
And if you're
for
gonna
today.
yeah,
And if you're gonna poop,
if you're gonna
make
poop-
sure you get a little baggie and poop into the baggie.
Yeah.
Which,
Have you ever done that?
no, no, I do not poop into a baggie. And quite frankly, I don't even like going to the bathroom outside. I need running water. I want to be able to flush the toilet. I want to be able to wash my hands with soap and water and then dry them off with a towel. I don't want to be sitting out there like squatting in the bushes, pooping my brains out while a like a bear could come up behind me. Can you imagine how terrible that would be? You're sitting there and you're pooping and all of a sudden a bear comes up. What are you going to do? You know what? You're going to poop yourself.
Michael? Kind of like I did when that motorcycle went by the other day.